Let's give Thursday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This was called Unlocking the Kingside Gates. It's black to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, my queen's pointed in here. My rooks are at a battery going here. I feel like there's definitely a sacrifice in order. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's one of these two moves. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I push the pawn. I feel like pushing the pawn might work actually. Because if the pawn takes, this is just checkmate, right? So the pawn definitely can't take. If the queen takes, seems like I just take the queen. That seems pretty good. And those are, I guess white doesn't have to take. So here, and then if I end up taking this, what happens? Yeah, so if I remove this pawn, then there's just massive threats here. So I think this has to be it. I mean, winning the queen is enough, right? I don't have to checkmate here, I don't think. If I go here and the queen takes, I just take the queen for a rook and a pawn. That's a good enough deal given the current situation. I have a queen for the rook, and pawns are basically even. It's close enough. Yeah, I think white has one extra pawn, but I have a queen for a rook and a pawn. It must be this. Because if the queen doesn't take, everything else is just completely, like this is checkmate in one. I think any other move, I'm taking the pawn, and then the only thing protecting this mate right here is this pawn. So if I take here, I guess the queen takes. Queen takes. Oh, but again, I just win the queen. Yeah, it's this. It's got to be this. I think I'm winning the queen in almost every line, or white's getting checkmated. That was not a move I had considered. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting mated now. Okay. So how do I prevent mate? Oh, I just checkmate. I prevent mate by checkmating. Check. Options are either the rook takes, and then I just replace it with another rook. If the king moves back to the corner, my queen comes in and checkmates. So it's just this. Checkmate threat's not a problem. Let me think about this for one more second, but I'm almost positive that's the case. If I go here, it's check. The king, if it wants to move, moves there. I'm here. The only other option for black is to take the rook. If the rook takes, I just replace it with a new rook. This has to happen now, and then the queen comes in and checkmates. That's the puzzle. Okay. Cool. Checkmate. Beautiful. Okay, so there were some lines to calculate in that. Let's run this back quick. Yeah, I mean, I just really wanted to make something happen here. I thought it was going to be a sacrifice. And then I finally investigated this pawn move because I saw that this looked pretty nasty. But the pawn's protecting this right now. So I attacked the one thing that's protecting this pawn. My rook is still protected by another pawn, so I'm not undermining my rook's safety by pushing this pawn. And there's really only a few options for white, I thought. Either the queen takes, and then I just take the queen, which is great. I win a queen for a rook. That's nice. We like that. If the pawn takes, then this is just checkmate immediately because this pawn is no longer protecting this pawn. And all other things just looked like they would allow me to take this pawn and then threaten this on the next move. It all looked really nasty to me. So I come here. This move scared me for a second, but then I realized I can just give this check, and what's white going to do? If the rook takes, I replace it with a rook. If the king moves back, I immediately have checkmate. If the king ever moves back, this is going to be checkmate. So I just go here, rook takes, but I just replace it, forcing the king into the corner, and then the queen comes in and delivers the mate. And that's the puzzle. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.